Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Soul, or SOVL, however you want to say it. We're going to play some ranked matches here. I need to quickly share this in the Discord, and then we will get started. So our list today, I'm going to try playing this a few times. It's been a while since I played ranked. We have Minotaur Lord with Unnatural Power, which gives him +1 power and defense. He's using 2 hand weapons, so he's base 6 power, he goes to 7 on the charge, and he has defense 5. He's a big multi-wound model with pretty good damage. So I think that he should be able to just like rip apart most things that we send him against. And he'll be really hard to kill at the end of the game. Right, because he's protected in a unit of 3 other Minotaurs from, like, cannons and stuff. And they're not quite as strong as he is, so I'm okay with them getting shot. Plus, like, 3 wound models are, like, the sweet spot for what you want to be hit with a cannon. Because they deal 2 damage each. Probably going to be pretty weak against, like, Giselles. You know, like, rats with lots of guns. We do have a second unit of Minotaurs. We have 2 raiding chariots. And we have a unit of Goatman warriors, just basic infantry that are going to probably die horribly, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's just get right into it, man. We're not gonna edit this. We go back here. We go to ranked, and we're gonna find a match. Oh, hang on. Select list. Goatman raiders, beastman, minotaur spam. Gotta just make sure that we've got the right one there. It has been a while since I have played ranked. In fact, the last stream that I did, where I did the Minotaur Lord like PvE run, that was the first time I have played this game in a long time. Quite some time. Probably a couple months. Let's see if... So, this game has a pretty small overall group of people. What is this? Oh, wrong server. They have a thing that shows when people are queuing for ranked. Find match. 1 player in queue. 7:45. Looks like we have at least 1 other player in queue at 7:45. And the last one before that was 7:34. Oh no, that was us queuing twice. Okay. I'm hoping that someone comes online. It's literally just like whoever comes online first. Nobody wants to face the Minotaur spam. I hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. I'm having a great day, other than the fact that I kind of tilt a little bit at Total War Warhammer 3. Definitely a problem. The lizard men are in a really tight spot, and I don't know how to get them out of it. Turns out some factions just have invincible melee lords that are like ludicrously powerful that you're just forced to deal with, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, if nobody queues in the next like 5 minutes, I'm just gonna go and play PvE. I'm just gonna go and play PvE because this is miserable. Hello to the people in chat. If there's anything you want to chat about, feel free. That's what I'm here for. I am here to entertain you. Let me entertain you. Looks like nobody's online at the moment. You know, I'd love it if we had another player to play with. Oh boy. I'm gonna cancel this for a moment. I want to look at UK Rocky. None of the guys who are the top ranked players are the ones that were the top ranked players the last time I was looking at it, which is interesting because it's a very small community. I'm giving this until 7:53, and if nobody comes online, I'm gonna have to. What are we cooking? Engineering technician, hello. This is SOVL or Soul. I'm trying to play ranked, but there's literally nobody playing. There's a very small pool of players that you can play this game. If you want, you can go and download it. It's free, and you can fight me. Yeah. There's literally nobody else queuing for matches right now, which is unfortunate. There was a few people queuing earlier, like a couple hours ago. Yeah, it looks like nobody's online. Alright, we're going PvE instead. Let's go Trail of Death. And then we want the Goatmen. Minotaur Lord. Harder bosses. This is going to be really tough. Feral Hounds are pretty good. Because you get 2 of them, so you get more money. And yeah, I'll take Minotaurs. Double Minotaurs it is. Can't right now, working on an engineering project. Could we maybe see a faction overview? Just look through what each faction has. Oh, yeah, we could do that actually. I'll save an exit for now. Let's go to the army builder. Where do you want to start? I guess we can start at the very top. Empires of Men. We have the captain. The captain has an interesting thing. +1 combat score means that it's more likely that your enemy is going to rout. And he can use that once per battle. So you can like force enemies to rout, and it's kind of good. The other thing about him is that he gets 2 pistols for 10 points, which is pretty strong. Range 18, 2 power 4 shots. Really good. Really quite strong. And then he can also be in a light cavalry unit, or he can be on a griffin. This is turn-based. Yeah, it's turn-based rather than real-time. That is correct. So this works like old-school Warhammer Fantasy. Now, the one thing that the Empire has... Like, the Knight Commander is okay. Furious Charge, once per battle. Commander and Retinue rerolls attack rolls. So, you take him with a big unit of cavalry, and they just, like, crunch something once per game. But the Imperial Wizard has a spell called Hex of Ruin. This is, like, the meta spell. -3 defense. The saves that you get when you are attacked are entirely based on your defense. So if you have a defense of, like, 4 and you get hit by a power 8 attack, you get, like, a 6-up save. Anything else that's higher than your defense, I think, is a 5-up save, unless it's only, like, 1 higher. I can't remember exactly how it works. It's been a while since I played this, like I said. But you can get spells, and you can also get items. So, like, prowess, unnatural power, all of these kinds of things will make your lords more powerful, but they're expensive. And when playing a PvP match, it's only 500 points right now. It's just like small war bands. A lord always has to have a retinue or a mount. So you usually take the griffin if you want a cheap lord. Or you can take, like, handguns, and then you can take range support and take more handguns. This is a common army that people do, is double handgunners with the Hex of Ruin Wizard. Oh, I guess we can look at some of their other units as well. They've got, like, foot soldiers. They've got halberds, they've got spears. Foot knights are their heavy infantry. They're still only defense 3, but because they have a shield and heavy armor, they're defense 5, which is pretty strong. They also have access to the cannon. Lethal shots, 2 wounds against multi-wound targets. So each time they hit each time they hit a cavalry unit or like a giant or something like that, they will do extra damage. They will do 1 extra point of damage. And the cannon has D3 hits. So you can potentially, like, kill, like, a lot of stuff with this. You can pretty much kill a big giant or something like that. Sometimes. If you shoot it with a cannon twice, there's a good chance that you'll kill a giant. The Imperial Armory, they have a tank. The tank is kind of insanely powerful. It never runs away. It either gets to shoot or gets +4 movement. It has very slow movement speed. With range 48, that's intimidating. What's an average movement speed for infantry and such? It's like 6 inches. I believe. I'm not 100%. I would have to look at the rules again. But, like, this thing is super slow. But yeah, like, the tank is crazy, man. Like, it's defense 7. It has 8 wounds. There is another unit that is similar to the tank. It is the Lizardmen's Triceratops. This is the only other defense 7 unit, I think, in the whole game. Cannons going to nuke enemies. Yeah, they absolutely do. The thing, though, is that units completely block line of sight, so you can pretty easily screen your stuff from enemy cannons with, like, cheap infantry, and then they have to shoot the infantry, and you're not getting the value back on that cannon that you invested. The Triceratops is pretty cool. The Lizardmen also have Jungle Swarm. It's like a bunch of snakes, multi-wound model. It's very cheap. They have the Fire Lizard, which shoots Fire Breath, which is pretty cool. Range 12, 2d3, power 5 shots. When something rolls d3s, it means it hits automatically, which is really strong, because you don't want to see... You don't want to have to roll to hit, because a lot of times things are going to be like at long range and they'll have cover and stuff like that. Ranked General. Queue up! Oh my goodness, someone has decided to queue against me. It is time. It is time. It should just like automatically match us together because we're the only two people playing. I don't know what's happening. It should just be queuing us. Oh no! So while we were not queuing, he queued and matched against someone else. All right. Let me know when you're done, and I will queue again. All right. We'll get back to that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Does artillery have limited ammo? No, it does not. However, there is one unit in the game that has limited ammo on its artillery. It is in the Goatman army. It is the Feral Giant. You can take a boulder throw ability for 25 points, which acts as a catapult. 2d3 power 5 hits at range 18. It's very short range for artillery, and it only has 3 shots. You only get to throw the boulder 3 times, but it's totally worth it for 25 points, because, like, that will wipe entire, like, half a unit of infantry, like, pretty handily. Just to kind of show you what else the Beastmen have that I'm not using. Harpies. Pretty cool. They have flying, so they're really fast. Speed 20 is insanely fast. Skill 3. So skill gets compared to the skill of your opponent's units, and then that determines what your to hit is. Harpies are pretty cool. They're very fast, like flanking skirmishing units. They are cheap as chips as well. Minotaurs are pretty okay. I'm mostly spamming Minotaurs because it's a meme, not because it's like necessarily the best thing ever. Feral Hounds. There's a couple of armies that have like dogs in their forces. They hit really hard, but they're extremely squishy, so they just die to pretty much anything. The Raiding Chariot is kind of cool because it has Ambusher. It gets to deploy like an additional, I want to say 6 inches up the board or something like that. And chariots are really good when they charge. They are really terrible when they don't charge. They get like bonus attacks and bonus power when they charge. So like this chariot gets 6 attacks at power 6 on the charge, which is disgustingly powerful. It gets like as many attacks as 3 cavalrymen, and it doesn't cost as much as 3 cavalrymen. but it dies to cannons. Like, it just gets crunched by cannons. What else do we have? Oh, the centaurs are kind of really cool. I made a pretty cool list with the centaurs, because they can get shields, which puts them up to defense 4, and they get short bows, so they can skirmish really well. Harpies look like a great assassin unit for capturing arty or heavy casters. I wonder how is shooting in this game. Shooting is very good. You cannot shoot into melee though, so it's kind of limited. And then like we have basic infantry. The Mongol pack is kind of cool. They can go through you can go through difficult terrain without losing speed, and they get to deploy up on the map. Oh no! I was supposed to play some Necromunda tonight, and I was going to stream that, but I guess we'll just go back to my original plan of Stardew Valley this evening, because my opponent has dropped out. He is too tired. Oh, I should go over some stuff here. The Goatmen also have a caster with Hex of Ruin. Not everyone has access to Hex of Ruin that has casters. Like, the dinos don't get Hex of Ruin. So one list that I had with these guys was a unit of archers with my Goatman Shaman with Hex of Ruin. Because the Hex of Ruin applies for the entire turn. So you Hex of Ruin something and then you shoot it with short bows. They're only power 3, but against most things, they're going to be making, like, saves on 5s, right? You can, like, shoot a giant to death with short bows if you put Hex of Ruin on it. And then I was taking 2 units of centaurs, both with bows, and hand weapon and shield. And then I think I had basic Goatman warriors, and then I had like a giant with the boulder. This was a list that I ran for a bit. This is actually pretty effective, because you Hex of Ruin something, shoot it with the boulder, shoot it with the centaurs bows and the Mongol skirmisher bows, and it just crumples. It gets absolutely plastered. So that was one army that I was running. Harpies look like, yeah, heavy casters. There isn't really heavy casters in this game. You can only have one hero in your PvP army, so it's not really a thing to have heavy casters. Or like multiple casters, I should say. Just waiting to hear back from Oive here. Dead Nations are kind of interesting. I played these guys a lot. They have one of the best units in the game, in my opinion, the Vampire Knight. This unit can do pretty much anything. They get Hex of Ruin. They can take a retinue of really powerful cavalry units. She herself is a great combat unit with skill 5. She has decent power as well in attacks and stuff. And then the problem, like, you take like spam units with undead, because their infantry, basically everything in their army doesn't actually run away. It just loses D3 wounds on a lost combat. So if you lose the combat with the zombie Hulk, he might just die to extra D3 wounds, but he never runs away. And Putrid Stench makes him very, very hard to kill. He's extremely tanky. They have Fellbats. I think Fellbats are really strong. They're flying. They're basically harpies. They're basically harpies. But you can take 2 units of them. So they're really efficient at flanking. And like getting around behind the enemy. And distracting them while your front line kind of just goes in and crushes people. What else? Oh, we have catapults in this faction. This catapult is really quite good. 2d3 hits, power 5, range 48. It's really nice damage there. Just give me 1 second. I'm reloading the stream here, just to see if I'm missing. 8 people watching. I mean, like, there's definitely some interest in this game for sure, which is good. I like to see that, because I think it's a great game. What else do we have in Undead? You have White Guard. I mean, they're just heavy infantry. They're quite decent heavy infantry. They're just very slow. What else do we have? Abyssal Legions are really weird. They have some of the tankiest infantry in the game. You've got Abyssal Warriors. Instead of heavy armor, like giving them extra defense, like defense 5, they just get +1 to their damage saves, which is virtually always better. So they never have less than a 5-up save, which is pretty strong. They also have Dragon Spawn, which are fairly fast. So they have defense 5, and they are armed with halberds. I think they can take 2 hand weapons as well, so they get 4 attacks. This unit's pretty good. Bestial infantry are faster than normal infantry, but slower than cavalry. I think cavalry is like speed 12, and then bestial infantry is like speed 8 or something like that. I can't remember the exact speed for everything. I guess I should look at more of this stuff here. You have Abyssal Knights. These are the heaviest cavalry in the game. They have 3 attacks each, which is really disgustingly powerful. These guys will fuck shit up, but they're like 50% more expensive than any other cavalry. Other than Dragon Knights, I think. Again, we also have hounds in this faction, just like in Beastman. And then we've got a chariot. It does the exact same thing, except in my opinion, it's worse. Excuse me. Except it's very, very hard to kill. The Abyssal Armor and Defense 5 makes this thing a real bitch to take down. In addition to having like the Abyssal, like basically they're Chaos Warriors, super heavily armored Chaos Warriors. They also have Northmen, so they have like cheaper infantry. So what most people actually use is Northman Axe. They're just like cheap basic infantry, and then they put their points into mobility units, like the Abyssal Hounds or chariots. The Lord on a chariot is also very popular. Or the Lord on a Manticore. Manticore is pretty cool. It's a pretty tough beast. Does a lot of damage in melee. I think people usually go like Great Weapon, because then he's power 5, power 6 on the charge. And then you have the Archdevil, which is like the most expensive single model in the game. This thing is super powerful, but very, very hard to use because it gets shot a lot. It usually just gets shot and dies. Which is very upsetting when it happens. I've never used it before in PvP. Oh, man. I guess we can go Elves next. Elves are weird. The Elf Noble is very popular. So, like, what a lot of people will do is they'll take the Elf Noble on a Griffin, and she's like a super badass melee beast. And then they'll take 2 units of Dragon Knights. This list is called Double Dragon. There's lots of variations of it, but this is one of the most common ones. So, Elf City Guard, high skill, very good in melee, but also skill makes you shoot better. so they have better to hit rolls with their longbows than most other units. I don't know what people usually take with like their last 30 points, but essentially what we have here is like, do we take like Reavers? You could just take Reavers. Reavers aren't like particularly good, but they do have bows. They're just like very squishy. Is the problem with Reavers. That's why they're so cheap. I guess you could take like Lancers. Yeah, you can afford Lancers. So just like 3 units of cavalry seems pretty good to me, you know. Dragon Knights are super powerful. They reroll missed attack rolls. They have heavy armor and swift, meaning that it negates the heavy armor penalty. And I mean, they're power 4 base. Maybe you don't need the lances with them. Because lances give +2 power on the charge. And the Dragon Knights could take lances for 2 points of model, but that's expensive. But yeah, this is what most people run with elves, it seems like. The bolt thrower isn't particularly good. Archers aren't that great. Because, like, usually people just want City Guard because they can fight in melee and make ranged attacks. Which is, like, really strong. This looks very much like legally distinct Warhammer. It absolutely is. Minnow Spam Heir of Heart is not going well because I have to wait for an opponent. This game has a very small community, and I'm literally waiting on someone to queue for a match. I'm waiting for him to message me back, so I'm just going over some of the stuff in this. Dwarves are interesting because they don't have any cavalry. But they do have flying machines. So I've seen a lot of people run Dwarf Engineer on a flying machine. And then he has a special ability, Mechanical Expertise, +2 defense, and rerolls 1 on range attack rolls. That's super strong. Because you go to defense 7 with your Lord, he's just like insanely hard to kill. And it has 5 wounds. Sorry, it goes to defense 6, not defense 7. He's defense 4 base, and he has a shield. So people will run that, and then they'll do like veterans, and they'll do like miners with explosive charges or something. Explosive charges are super powerful. 1d6 power 4s once for battle. They're great if they go off. And then, you know, like they'll run like a cannon. Cannons are super good. Elites. What do we got? Deep Guard. Masterwork armor +1 to damage saves. So these guys are defense 5 with +1 to their saves. So they're really hard to kill. Dwarves are all slow though. They all have -1 movement, which is like not great. So I'm not a huge fan of dwarves. I like to move fast. Rats are really, really strong. Mostly because of these. They have the range 48 long rifle with lethal shots. So there's 2 of these per unit. And then you can make it into 4. So you can take 8 long rifles, and you just rip apart enemy cavalry, large monsters, pretty much everything that is multi-wound just gets completely stomped by these guys. And they're pretty good against infantry too, just because they have a lot of shots. You've got the Ratkin Alphas, which are basically like worse Minotaurs, but they're a lot cheaper than Minotaurs. And then you've got the Ratkin Monstrosity, which is their big monster. 6s across the boards for the stat line is pretty strong. and it has Frenzy, so it's rerolls missed attack rolls in the first round of combat. It has Swift, so it's fast. +1 to your movement is no joke. And a lot of people will take Legionaries. Legionaries are very popular because they have heavy armor and halberds. So they're really good against monsters. And they're the only thing in the army, like they're the only infantry in the army that's base defense 3. Conscripts are base defense 2, right? They're really squishy. Their commander is really funny. You can take the Warlock and then you can put him on the Doom Bell. And the Doom Bell's crazy. Because it can... All of your units have Frenzy. Activate once per battle. So, like, you get to reroll attack rolls in melee for everyone, which is nuts. And then it's a... What's it called? It's a chariot, so it charges at 4 attacks with power 5, which is not bad. And then the unit counts as being in cover, so -1 to all range attacks against it. It's hard to shoot the Doom Bell to death. Darkborn elves are brand new. They have some crazy stuff. I don't really know much about them. They have the Hydra. Oh, regeneration. Regeneration's a really powerful ability. You regain all of your wounds at the end of your turn. Very, very powerful on a big, tough monster. The problem is, it can still get one-shot by a cannon, which is, like... that's a big problem for such an expensive investment. They're also the only other army that gets Harpies other than Beastmen. They've got, like, Crossbow, Skirmisher, Cav, which are pretty good, in my opinion. They're defense 4, and they're fast. Because they have hand weapon and shield. They're probably better than the Centaurs. And then they've got a Chariot, and they've got their Raptor Knights, which are Cold One Riders. They have heavy armor, but they're only defense 5. Because they start at 3. And I don't think these guys can take lance. Oh, they can take lances. Never mind. They can take lances. So they're just basically like, you know... They're pretty much just your standard heavy cavalry. They've got, like, crossbows... You know, they've got some cool stuff going on. I like the Dreadguard. Halberds, heavy armor, fearless. They don't break. And the Swift offsets the heavy armor penalty. So they're pretty cool. Let's look at Orcs. Orcs are pretty rad because they have a Giant. The Giant is pretty strong. Trolls are really interesting because they have regeneration as well. So unless you kill a troll dead, it just keeps regenerating. And they're pretty cheap. But they do have terrible discipline, so they just run away whenever they get beaten in combat, which is going to be pretty common. But, like, you can give them a great weapon, and now they're a little bit stronger. The War Chief has Warcry, +1 power for all of your units this turn, so he has WOG. There's also a Beastman commander that does the same thing. The Goblin Shaman can ride a giant spider, which is pretty sweet. The giant spider is pretty good. It gets the web spell. A unit within 8 just reduce their movement to 0. So you can just lock down a unit of enemy cavalry or something so that they can't move. It's really, really annoying to deal with. Trying to deal with something that has web is really, really annoying. 6 wounds, defense 5. Like, it's pretty tough as a mount. And then the Shaman also gets access to Hex of Ruin. So a lot of orc players will play like goblin spam with Hex of Ruin, and the goblins just kill you with 1,000 small cuts. The stone thrower is also very popular because it's super cheap. Catapult, pretty standard catapult stuff. I don't like their cavalry very much. Boar riders are okay. They're just, you know, defense 5. They're just like pretty standard heavy cavalry. They don't hit particularly hard. They have terrible discipline, so they run away. That's kind of like the biggest problem with orcs in general, is their discipline is really, really bad. They just break all the time. Still waiting to hear back from... Oh! Guys, it is time. It is time to queue up. Queuing time is here. It is time for the match. The match of the century between me and Oy Vey. Apparently this guy is, like, one of the number ranked players of the game. Like, in the game. He is, quite good, it would seem. We'll see how we do. I don't know if this list is particularly good, and I'm also, like, not particularly good at this game at the moment. I played one of the best players, like a few months back, when I was actually playing this game a lot, and I managed to beat him. Although it was partially due to dice a little bit. I think his lord died in combat when he shouldn't have, or he like didn't Burundangish. Okay. So these objectives, you need to have like more units in them than the enemy in order to, or no, you just have to have a unit in them to score them. So we're gonna go like this. Actually, we're gonna go like that, sorry. We're gonna put this guy out on the flank. The Goatman Warriors are going to march in there. Minotaur Lord is going to march to the enemy side of the board. And these Minotaurs are going to act as... we're going to put the Raiding Chariot there. The Minotaurs there. He's playing dinos, so we don't have to worry about... we don't have to worry about guns, really. Like, he certainly isn't going to have a cannon. The main thing that we're going to have to worry about is going to be... probably just, like, big multi-wound dinosaurs, for the most part. Newt Braves? Oh, wow, I was completely wrong. He does have a Saurian Warlord on a Tyrannosaur. That is kind of scary. But you can see that he deployed pretty conservatively, so we are going to be able to outflank him quite well. And we can maybe just, like, scare these Newt Braves away. Oh, I will mention the Saurian Warlord also has the Warcry ability. He gets the +1 power special ability. Just like it's the same as an Orc Log. And, okay, he's going to try and not get outflanked with his Fire Lizard, and... I mean, his Fire Lizard has Fire Breath. It can probably, like, blow up one of my chariots this turn, potentially. Like, Raiding Chariots are only defense 4. They're not that hard to kill. Oh, he's going with the Saurian Warlord instead. Okay. Alright. I think I'm just going to do my most obvious move first. I'm just going to move my infantry up. I'm going to pause this. And we're just going to listen to the in-game music. Okay, he's jungle swarming. Okay, sorry, it's 12 inches for bestial infantry. They are quite fast, actually. I'm just gonna hope that like, it's gonna be pretty hard for me to kill these guys. Because there's 3 of them and they have 5 wounds. There's like a big tar pit unit. So like getting my minotaurs in on them is probably not that smart. Unless I can deal so much damage to them that they're disciplined. Oh no, they have fearless, never mind. They never run away. And he hasn't gone with the fire lizard yet. I do have to pay attention to time clock here as well. I think this unit might be able to, like, just beat the brakes off of the jungle swarm. But then, if I do that, I'm gonna get side charged. So I think I'd actually rather go in on the skink braves instead. Theseus Thickhide is here to beat the brakes off of all of your units. The other thing is we do have to be conscious of points. So you get points for killing people, and you also get points for the objectives. So if we aren't able to contest the objective, that's going to be a problem. Oh, he has javelins on them too. That's actually scary. They don't do that much damage. But they do just have a lot of shots, so yeah, I mean, they killed the Minotaur with their shots. That's very unfortunate for us. Already in charge range there. This guy's definitely very good. Like, I'm not... Oh, we can pass. We might as well pass. He has us out activationed. He's just gonna... Oh my goodness, okay. He's gonna absolutely just crunch me with javelins. That's a lot of dudes with javelins. I didn't realize they had javelins. I was told to fear the skinks with javelins, and now I see why. Okay, I need to be in their front arc. Yep. We've run into, like, a super metalist, guys. It's a problem. It's definitely a big problem. We do get to go last, though, so we can maybe outflank something with the raiding chariot. Oh god, the Pterodon riders. It's so hard to counter flyers, because they can just go wherever they want. Okay. Oh my god, he's like, I am charging you with my pterodactyls. And we don't have line of sight to intercept with the Minotaurs either. That's unfortunate. I guess we can go like this. No, we're in the forest there. I'm gonna do that and try and outflank. It's not going well. This is very bad. He has a lot of bodies, and we took a lot of damage from those ranged attacks. And he's going to try and block the outflank from the raiding chariot. Ow. Well, it didn't die. That's something. We're already in charge range of both of his beasts. We can get out of charge range of them. We definitely can't, like, rear charge either of them. And we're definitely not getting a side charge on one of his centerpieces. So, I think I just want to deny him the ability to charge. Nope, it's not there. It's there. I think we're going to charge the Saurian Warlord. We're going to have to deal with that thing eventually. And the Chariot will do a pretty good amount of work on it. I'm going to charge the Pterodon Riders. I think we'll kill them. He's going to flee them. Okay, interesting. You can choose to run away. He won't run off the board, I don't think, but that's a problem, man. We've now kind of compromised ourselves. He fled with both. I mean, that's fearless, but these guys do have a reasonable chance of getting just run off the board now. Which is, I guess, kind of good for us. Move to the very edge of the scoring zone. So we can start getting in there and doing some stuff. At some point, hopefully. Wormelin, if you're still there, yeah, it's legally distinct to Warhammer. It's definitely Warhammer Fantasy with a fresh coat of paint, you know? Like, that's exactly what it is. All we have left is this? Oh, yeah, because these Minotaurs charged, right? Okay. Is that a rear charge? No. It's the best we're doing, though. Puts it in cover at least, too, so he doesn't get shot by a million javelins. Speaking of, a million javelins incoming. Ow. That did wounds to my lord? That is some bullshit. Because I should have 3 up saves. Or, 2 up saves, I think, against it. Because it's only strength 2. But it does them all at once. That makes this significantly less good than I thought. Man, that sucks, man. We're gonna have to, I'm gonna keep the Minotaur Lord, but I'm going to have to, rethink the rest of the list for the next match here. God damn it, dude. I can't believe that. That's fucked. Those javelins are so incredibly strong, man. There's just so many of them. It's like almost 40 shots. Excuse me. Character goes first. How we make the save? Oh, that's good. Not enough. Yeah, he kills us. That's to be expected. He only had 2 wounds left. This is like our only chance, man. We're really boned, by the way. There's like, we are definitely losing. He keeps choosing to retreat? That's weird, man. Okay. That's fine. It's fine with me. He probably doesn't want to give up kill points. That's what it is. He knows that he can just kill me. So there's no purpose in him like fighting me. I guess I'll pass. Why is it 10 or lower for them to rally? That's weird. Just keep passing until I can't anymore. Might as well not give him information, right? Like, staying on the point and like winning on objective points is the only chance that I have now, because I'm definitely not winning on like kills. So I think I just have to stay on the point. There's literally nothing else that I can do. It doesn't matter because he's going to completely rip me apart. Five up saves? Oh my god. That is a lot of hits. Trying to get a side charge on me. Well, still staying in the point to defend. I don't know why, though, because he should be able to just turn around with a jungle swarm, no problem. There's literally nothing I can do. Like, I have to do that. I think he wants to side charge the chariot with the jungle swarm. That's what I would do. He wants to side charge the minotaurs. Okay. Can't fit in base contact. Oh my god. That's really bad, guys. I'm screwed. Just in case you needed... Oh, he's not going to be a little bitch, though. There is no good move for me here. The fleeing that he did has completely screwed me over. He's just gonna rear charge me with his fire lizard if I don't like do like this. I'm just fucked. Like, there's literally nothing else to say. I can't possibly win. I cooked a list and it's completely burnt. Hey, at least we didn't die. He actually has to charge us with the fire lizard. Now it's just adding insult to injury right now. What I'm hoping is that we can kill the Saurian warlord with the minotaurs. Because even if you die, you get to attack back. Oh! Get out of here, Saurian warlord. Somebody got a little bit cocky there. Somebody got a little bit cocky. And said, I'll just charge my lord in. He has 3 wounds left. He's fine. No, no, my friend. No, no. I say nay, nay. Oh, I forgot about the lizard. It's crazy that the lizard can actually fit its base there when it wasn't letting me fit my base earlier. What's the game called? It is called SOVL. Soul. It is on Steam. It is free. It's completely free. Downloading some of the factions will require a DLC purchase. I am so royally screwed. That is a super powerful meta list, guys. We just ran into probably one of the best lists in the game. Oh my god. The freaking chariot doesn't die. Oh, but it's not going to kill enough to make them break. Yeah, they're just going to hold in combat, and now I'm fucked. Looks fun. Awesome content. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So what is kind of good is that we're now going to... oh, no, we're going to... No, never mind. We're going to break and run. And the game is basically over at this point. Man, those Newt Braves are, like, ridiculously powerful, man. I didn't realize just how strong they are. Everyone kept telling me, like, oh yeah, Newt Braves with javelins. They're really good, man. That's the infantry that you want. I didn't believe them. I didn't believe them until right this very moment when I got absolutely stomped into the fucking ground by them. I'm just gonna concede. I have to pee. I'll be right back. Me. Alright. I've returned. Okay, return. We gotta cook, guys. Hang on. We gotta cook for a minute here. Some cookery must happen. Just gonna pull the stream again. I want to try and queue for one more game. I do want to keep using the Minotaur Lord. I think he's good. This is like the thing that I wanted was for him to be like tough to kill because he has defense 5. But saves just happen all at once, so it doesn't actually really matter that much. Because it goes on to the Minotaurs with toughness 4 first, and then I just get shit on. Let's try Mongol Pack this time. Let's go Feral Giant. Maybe we can do Centaurs? We're just over points. Okay. That looks alright. This doesn't work without the Goatman Shaman. I'm sorry, Minotaurs. We can't use Minotaurs in this one. Mongol Skirmishers. Sorry to the Minotaurs. Oh, we need Hex of Ruin. Oh, we need to take off Wild Form. One less of those. The Boulder Throw is so good, man. But, like, more bows might be better. These cost the same amount of points? They do. Bows are definitely where it's at on that. I think the Boulder's better. Ooh. It's so expensive, man. Let's do it like that, I guess. It's now Centaur Spam. Instead of, This list used to be better when Hex of Ruin wasn't so expensive. What if we get Harpies instead? That's kind of better. Would I rather have Harpies than a freaking giant, though? Maybe if we have 6 of them. No. Minotaurs? No. Let's just get the giant, man. The giant's good. I just wish there was something that I could take for, like, 5 points. But sadly, there is not. I guess I could get rid of... No, we need Ham Infinite Shield and we want short bows. This is it. This is what we're rocking. Okay. Ranked. Fine match. No, select warband first. Goatman Raiders. Centaur spam. Find match. We'll see if anyone's queuing again. Centaurs. Feral Giant here. Goatman Shaman. There. The Goatman Warriors in the center. Can do something like that. So that we're a little bit more facing in the right direction here. We're facing off against Empire, so there is risk of cannon in this list. Oh, it's not Empire, it's... oh, wow, this is a really weird list. Okay, so we're facing off against 10 basic infantry. We've got an Abyssal Chariot. We've got an Archdevil. And we've got Abyssal Champions. No guns. So we want to kite for a little while. He's fast enough, though, that I don't think I'm going to be able to, so... Shift X. Yeah, we're in range. We'll fire off some bows at the Northman Axe. Only kill 2 models. That's a bit disappointing. That's a problem. I think like that we won't get side charged and we're contesting. There, perfect. That Archdevil is a huge problem as well. He's flying. So he's speed 20 and just, like, beats the crap out of everything. I'm gonna go like this. One hit. 2-up save. Yeah, he just doesn't take any damage. And then we're probably going to get side charged by that demon. I think we might be able to pull a little, hang on, sneaky move here. No, there's absolutely no way that we're getting line of sight for those shots. That's really, really unfortunate. We've just completely blocked ourselves. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's okay. Shake the rust off, you know? Oh, he's going to the left. No? Okay. No, you're not getting a rear charge on them. Okay, he goes there. All right, that's fine. We do have a pretty huge problem. We're now getting side charged by the chariot, which means that I can't charge into him. He also just made a mistake, though. When we get a decent amount of hits. Okay, we killed one. That's good. That's like a very high value model that is now dead. He's gonna try and screen himself somehow, I'm assuming. Yep, he screens himself. I also think that he should have charged with both, just to keep his knights in melee, so that I couldn't shoot them. But he might not be used to facing a list like this. Oh, come on. Are you serious? We don't get a single 5-up on 5 dice? Like, we scored above average on the first round of shooting, but that's still insane. Every little bit counts. He's not defending? Oh my goodness. Okay. No, yeah, okay. He realized his mistake. Like it's the obvious move to side charge my centaurs. You can break the morale and make them flee. Wow, he hit every single attack? Holy shit. Yeah, we definitely retreat on that one. I should have actually moved my giant further back so that he would be out of the circle. Because now he's going to score, and I'm fucked. There's absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to win. Somehow I'm going to have to kill that demon without Hex of Ruin. That's going to be really hard. Come on, dude. Really? 4 ups to hit. Oh my god. That's it. We lose. I'm pretty sure there's no way that we can win now. Wow, we made 2 6-ups. That's crazy. Oh my god, we run away. Of course we run away. It's side charged by a demon. It's the most expensive model in the game. We hold? No. Fuck. That is a big problem, guys. That is a really big problem. What's their discipline? 7. He's definitely going to rally. We gotta charge with the mongrels. We need those bows, but like we need to get into the circle more. We're just completely fucked. There's not really much we can do, honestly. Oh my god, he gets to rear charge all the way from over there? Jesus, man. I mean, he should have rear charged me. I don't know why he didn't. He wants that giant gone. That's why. He doesn't think that his lads can do it on their own. +3 attacks. Yeah, that's right. He got the crazy demonic possession popped. God damn it. You gotta be kidding me, man. Can't roll an 8? Good game, dice. Good game, dice. Hang on. That's a little better right there. That's more what I'm talking about. 3 up saves. He makes all of them, of course. Good game, dice. Oh my god. We have a 50-50 chance of rolling dice that, you know, hit, and we got none of them. We got absolutely none of them. We got 1 out of 5. That is insanely bad. It's over though. Like he had the middle the entire game. We can't do anything about that. We could have done something about that, but we did not. I should have moved my giant back further. That's, you know, you learn lessons. I'm still super rusty. It's been a while since I've played this game with any kind of seriousness. If my giant could roll more than 1 hit on all of his attack rolls, that would be great though. You know, it would be a great thing to be able to actually hit something with the giant. That would really be super helpful. You know, making all of the armor saves though, I'll take that. Oh my god, I forgot it has frenzy. Oh fuck. This is a problem, guys. This is a big problem. Okay, we rally. That's good. Okay, we finally managed to hit something with the giant, but now it's going to die. Yep, that's what I figured. Okay, we hit 3 times with 4-ups that time. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, he broke his lord. And we broke the chariot. Wow, that's actually very significant. Final turn. I mean, I need to get something into the scoring zone, and I can't. That has 4 wounds at defense 5. Is he hurt at all? No, he's completely fine. 3 wounds at defense 5 with cover. I'm not gonna kill either of them, so it doesn't actually even matter what I do, honestly. Yeah, he just lives. There's nothing I can do about it. Turn 7, final turn. Yeah, of course he rallies. I mean, that's gonna happen for sure. And he wins because I didn't back up my giant enough. That's literally the only reason. How much should we lose by? Well, it's not as much as last time. Oh, boy. What time is it? It's 9:30, or nearly there. I am going to kill the stream for this one. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to hop on to some Stardew in about 10 minutes or so. Stardew Valley stream incoming. It's the start of summer. We're going to plant 160 blueberries with speed grow on the first day of summer. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Hope to see you again soon. I will probably stream some more of this at some point this week. So, stay tuned. Make sure you hit that bell so that you know when I go live, okay? Have a good night, guys, if I don't see you